What is going on YouTube? This is WifiWillie. I'm gonna do a film breakdown of Derek Carr's performance versus the Bengals. We'll take a look at what really happened. Is it his fault? Whose fault is it? We'll clear some things up. So these are key passing plays, and they are key drives in which we did not score. So failed drives, key passing plays, that's what we're looking at. Hope you guys enjoy it. And by the way, remember to like this video, and also please subscribe to this channel, man. It really helps us keep this going. Subscribe if you want to see this channel keep going. Let's get to it. All right, so it's 3rd and 4 in the fourth quarter. Carr tries to do an audible, quick pass to Drake, and it's failed. Let's take a closer look at what went on here. All right, so Carr makes the audible. Drake shovels to the right. Everybody else is blocking. This is his only option. Boom, and he throws it just behind him, man. And that's why it was incomplete. If it was in front of him, would have been a lot easier. Let's take a closer look right here. He just has to reach behind him. That's not what you want on that type of screenplay. You want it in front of you so you can keep going. So that one's on Carr, man. Play 2nd and 6, first half. Carr has to scramble. Waller appears to be his only option available, and he throws it out of bounds. Now let's take a look at what actually happened in here, right? Is it on Carr? Is it on Waller? What's going on here? Some people say, hey, Carr could have forced this ball in there. He could have forced this ball in between this guy down below here and this other one right behind Waller. But that's still pretty tight, man. There's a lot of ways in which I believe that sort of ends in an interception. Right here, yes. Okay, he could hit Waller, but when you look at it, Waller's not actually looking at Carr at that moment. So if he would have thrown it there, he wouldn't have been paying attention at that moment. A little bit before, the probability is still higher that gets picked either by the guy beneath Waller or behind him. And also another question I have is, why isn't someone like Edwards over here? I don't know if that's Edwards or Jones, but why aren't they trying to get open? I mean, they can clearly maybe wave their arms in the air, try to get Carr's attention, go backwards, try to find some space. You see a lot of talented wide receivers do this in the NFL. Improvised skills. It's something that Antonio Brown is really great at with Big Ben. So here, Derek Carr tries to throw it to Foster Moreau. And look, Foster Moreau thinks he's getting PI'd. Let's take a quick look at it. Carr's only other option is below with Renfro, and maybe he can get the first down in that scenario. But if you look at when Carr actually releases the ball, you'll see that if Moreau hadn't really been armed by that defender, he would have got there. See, the ball drops right here. Boom. So when you look at that, Moreau only needed a few extra yards, and from when Carr launched it, you could see that would have been a completed catch, and unfortunately we just didn't get the flag on that play. In this play here, Derek Carr tries to pump fake to Waller on the left side, and then ends up having to just check it down to Jacobs. Now right here, pump fakes it to Waller, boom, nothing there, looks for something else, almost gets sacked, and then just has to dump it up to Jacobs. You can see, okay, Carr has these three options here. Deshaun Jackson's kind of covered right there. There's really nothing there for Moreau. Edwards, I guess you could say you can hit him down here, but you definitely have to throw it lower, and he'd have to come back to the ball. There's really just not much in general. So the check down to Jacobs doesn't actually sound like too bad of an idea when you're looking at these other three options, because at least with Jacobs, you have a running back who should be able to break some tackle. You think he'd have the best chance to get some yak in this situation. All right, this plays at 3rd and 12, so Carr's just going to chuck it deep to Zay Jones. And when I watched the broadcast, it looked like it wasn't catchable. But when you remember live, you see people celebrating. A lot of people thought Zay Jones caught this ball. He just wasn't in bounds. And when you look a little closer at this, you'll see, wow, he did actually have an opportunity. He gets a little held up there by the DB, so he gets a little slowed down a little bit. But, boom, still has a shot to maybe extend, maybe force the defender into a PI if he just sort of plants himself there, reaches out, tries to reel it in bounds. But still, tough for both sides. Tough for Carr to make that play. Tough for Zay Jones to make that play. Not a good play call in general because the odds are low for success. Now, this is the pick. And the main reason why this is bad is because it's 2nd and 14. You don't have to force it hardcore right now. And when you look at it, it's just a bad read by Carr. He doesn't see the DB there. Peels off Zay Jones, and boom, able to snag that INT to an open Darren Waller. But he just didn't see him. All right, now this is the sack right before the fumble. I had to cut off the first portion of this, but there's just no chance in hell. Maybe a hit Renfro. Carr doesn't even have any time. All right, so this is the fumble. Colton Miller just gets beat at the bottom. You could see that. And there's really nothing Carr could do. I mean, come on. Nobody's open. He's kind of just running there. I mean, it's an embarrassing fumble. I get that. But it was the end of the game at this point anyways. But as you've been able to see, these are the key plays that led to the Raiders' loss. I didn't show any of the drives that led to field goals or touchdowns because, hey, we got points on those drives. I only showed the punts, I had turnover drives, and as you can see, bad play calling. Yes, maybe Carr can get some yards here and there, but for the most part, there was not one huge play that Carr absolutely missed on a drive that we did not score points. Well, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to please subscribe and like if you watched all the way through. I'll be having more content next week, and I'll also be live Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I hope to see you there. This is WifiWillie. Peace out.